Hey there, multi-project kit clubbers. It's Demo Donna here with Sparkle and Sprinkle, and with March's multi-project kit club, we have a ton of goodies for you. So the fun part is you're getting brand new products fresh on the market, and I'm going to show you some tricks, techniques, and then some fun projects, but you're getting a ton of goodies. So this is just the tip of the iceberg of what you can do with this great kit. We are going to be making this little gift box, and that is going to be made from our die set. The circle die set is going to be included in your kit, and the Fun For You die as well to make this adorable little gift box. And inside the gift box, we are making earrings. So I'm really excited to be showing you this really fun, simple way to make these tassel earrings. And you're going to be getting all the goodies to make at least 3 pairs of earrings. And we are also getting this really beautiful Paprika by Photo Play, the entire collection. So you're going to get all 12 sheets plus the 1 sticker sheet, which we will be using as well. And that's not all. You are also going to be receiving 3, count them, 3 of these beautiful brand new shimmer powders by Nuvo and Tonic Studios. They are awesome, they are fun, and we are going to be doing some really beautiful different techniques with them, which I think you're going to enjoy. And let's not forget all the fun little supplies to make your tassels and your earrings and your other added embellishments. I hope you enjoyed this video, and let me know if you have any questions or comments in the section below. Subscribe, and if you like this and you want to become a kit member, you just go to sparkleandsprinkle.net and you type in multi-project club member, and you'll be able to sign up just like that and receive additional savings every month. Thanks for watching. All right, to make these really fun tassel earrings, you will be receiving enough parts to make 3 pair of earrings, and you get the 3 different fish hooks. These are fish hook earrings. And there's 2 different kinds. So you can get 2 of one and then 1 of the other. And then you're also going to be receiving the 10mm jump ring. So these are a larger jump ring. And all of these are nickel free. So I know sometimes people are concerned about that when wearing earrings. So you get plenty of your crochet thread to make more than 3. So if you want to go up to your local craft store and pick up some more of these, you can do that. And then this is crochet thread, and it's called super fine crochet thread. Okay, to get started, you've got this fancy tool in your kit as well, and this is 1.5 inch by 3 inches, and that's so you can make the tassels for your banner as well as for your earrings. So I'm going to take my crochet thread, and I'm going to hang it over the front like this, and then we're going to wrap it around 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I'm going to go ahead and trim the bottom. And now that is all the thread we are going to be using for our 1 earring. You can do 2 earrings at the same time too. You can do your second earring on this side, and then you get it all done at once. So what I'm going to do now, and obviously if you are a jewelry maker and you have tools, you can go ahead and whip those out, but I wanted to put a kit together where if you are not a jewelry maker and this is your first time making earrings, you don't have to go buy any special tools to create these. So I'm going to take my 10mm nickel-free jump ring and just pry it open. So I just very carefully pulled it open just like that with my finger tools. And now I'm going to pull this bad boy off our tassel making gadget. And now you want to make sure you leave that open part open, and I'm going to go ahead and just thread that through. Pull that down. So now I've got my crochet thread for my tassel on my jump ring. And if you're using these, you want to go ahead and place that on before you close it. If you're using these, you can go ahead and close it and then put that on when you're finished. So I'm going to go ahead and put my earring backing on. Now I'm going to close up my jump ring the same way I opened it, just like that. All right, so now we are going to take another piece of crochet thread. I want it to be long, so I'm going to take 2 times right there and then go ahead and wrap it around. So I went basically so it's a little over 6 inches, this piece. And now I'm going to hold this piece. Now this is where like a friend or a helper would come in handy, but since it's me, myself, and I'm going to do it hands-free. So this is the front of my earring. So I'm going to start in the back, wrap it around, and I'm holding the top of my earring pretty tight so it's nice. It's a nice like top of my tassel. You can also straighten it out. I'm going to flip it over and now I'm going to double tie it. And you could tie it once and then go ahead and position it. Sorry, my big clunky hands are getting in the way if you cannot see. There's my one tie. So at this point, if I want, I could come to the front of my earring and pull this up because it's not tied too tight. And then if you have any big pieces on the end, you can just go ahead and pull those down, just like that. All right, so see, now I have it nice and tight at the top. So now I'm going to flip this over again, tighten it a little bit more, and then I'm going to add my second knot so it's really secure, a little double knot. Now if you don't want to knot it and you have a really good fabric adhesive, you can go ahead and add a little glue to it and tuck your ends under. But like I said, I'm doing everything that you can do in this kit so you don't have to use any other materials. So now we've got all of our pieces. Our earring is pretty much almost done. I'm going to take my Mini Snips, these are great scissors, and just go ahead and start cutting my earring. Just like that. So the last thing to do, you're almost done, is you just take your other earring that you already made and you make sure that they're the same length. So I go ahead and I stack them together. You also want to take that opening of your jump ring and tuck it under. So I'm just simply putting that under. So now you don't have any open parts and that earring's not going to pop off. So I'm going to take my other earring that I already made, and then I'm just going to make sure they're even by putting those ends together and trimming off all this excess. So you have 2 of the same size earrings. Unless you're, you know, that fun rowdy girl that likes a long one and a short one, then go for it. Okay, and now you have your adorable little pair of tassel earrings. There you go, all done. Super easy. All right, next we are going to be making this adorable gift box and insert for our earrings. Remember, 1 pair is for you and 2 for a friend. So you only have to make 2 of these, right? Unless you want to put yours in a fancy little box too. Okay, so I am going to go through and tell you which papers to cut out and which of your circle dies to use. Now, what I went ahead is I took my die and I numbered it from 1 to 10, working from the outside in. So then when I tell you you're going to use the number 3 circle or the number 7 circle, you know which one to grab. So if you want to do this in pencil, you can, or if you just want to go ahead and count them each time, whatever works for you. So I am using the two papers that I am using from the Paprika collection for this gift box are the patchouli. Patchouli. Such a beautiful smell. Brings back so many memories of the 60s. So patchouli, and this is a beautiful cardstock with this gorgeous patterned red on the back. So I'm using this for the base of our gift box. And then for the insert, which is the earring holder, I wanted the red chandelier earrings to pop. So you're going to be using the Love Life, which is a really beautiful, and it's got some lighter portions to it. That's just not the lighting of the camera, but it darkens in the center, so it kind of ombres. So if you want to use the lighter portion, just go ahead and figure out where you want to cut it out. And then on the back side, you have all this fun stuff that you can add to cards if you want to make a little card or whatever you like. Now, just because I use this paper, you still have other beautiful pattern papers to choose from. As I'm reaching to grab, this is gorgeous, and this is called Mandala, I believe, and really beautiful. And I love this green paper on the background. Sorry, I'm flopping it all over the place. So you can see the two beautiful sides there. That would make a beautiful gift box as well. And then you have these gorgeous stripes. This is Llama Drama. And look at these guys on the back. So pretty. And then you have the tassels. This is the tassel paper. And really gorgeous, and the feathers on the back side. So there are fun other patterns to choose from. You can make a ton of little gift boxes with your kit because you're going to have plenty of paper left over. My only suggestion is to save this one if you're going to make the banner. So that's T for 2. Don't start hacking away at this if you wanted to make the banners, which I'll be showing next. All right. So to get started, I went ahead and pre-cut everything. So circle number 4 is going to be for your earring holder. So that is the 4th circle from the outside working its way in. So that is going to be for your earring holder. So you're going to want to cut your Love Life paper, unless you choose something different for the inside. So pre-cut that for yourself, and then go ahead and cut circle number 7, which is the smaller guy here, for your outside tag. You're also going to want to cut your For You, and I went ahead and did that out of the patchouli. And your For You I layered with the patchouli background with the red and with a piece of white cardstock. So those are pre-cut. And then 4 circles for number 3 out of the patchouli. So 4 circles of the number 3 circle, which is the 3rd largest one. And then the last item you're going to cut is just a little piece of 3x3 of the patchouli. So this is a 3x3 insert, and I went ahead and put my Tear-ific tape on the back because that is really what's securing your box together. So you want to make sure you have a really good adhesive, so I'm using the 1/2" Tear-ific tape. Okay, now that all of that is cut out, and we're using the Tonic Studios Circle Layering Basic Die Set, which comes in your kit. So you're going to get this, as well as the For You, and all the paper. All right, so to get started, what I'm going to do is take my 4 circles and fold them all in half. I'm trying to do this without sticking my head in the camera because I know you guys love seeing my roots. Okay, so there is circle number 1. So you're making little tacos. Yum. We need a taco collection. Circle number 2. And so depending what pattern you want shown on the inside, you make sure you fold that with that being the outside of your taco. So if you decided you wanted to do that red color on the outside, then obviously you would be folding the red on the outside. Okay, so now all my patchouli tacos are ready to go. So you could start to see how this gift box assembles. So now you have a couple options. You can use a removable tape. I'm going to use this little tape runner to apply just a little bit of adhesive to all my corners. All 4 of my corners of my circles, so along the edge. And I'm using a nice removable adhesive because you're going to be working that square shape. So you want to be able to move it around. So this is not where you use your Tear-ific tape. Okay, so there is 1 circle placed, and you could work this way if you want to make a nice little pattern there. 2, and then 4. So this is where you need to make sure you have them placed right. If you've got to open your circle up a little bit more to fit it in, or pull it in a little closer. So I'm going to push that guy down and then make sure that these are all lined up. There we go. So now I've got my base of my box. So because this is a really light adhesive, I'm now going to take that 3x3 that we cut out with the patchouli, remove my 1/2 inch Tear-ific tape. So we have a nice secure adhesive. We don't need that guy in there. Use my fingernail tool, peel the backing off, and this is going to secure them in nicely. And then you have a really beautiful background of your gift box. Stick that down and you're good to go. And you can also fold it different ways. I did the 2 overlap because once the earrings are in, you're going to want it to lift a little bit. All right, so next we are going to take this circle here, which you already pre-cut out. I'm going to grab my sticker sheet, and there is a ton of options on your sticker sheet. I just went ahead and did a little border. So you have this border on the background here. So I'm just going to pop a little bit of that guy off. I know you can't see me trimming it, so here, let's move you out of the way. Okay, so I just added a cute little border to the top of my circle, just like that. And then I took one of my flowers. You can do the feathers, you can do whatever you want. There's a lot of cute little treats in here. I just love this sticker collection. I know some of you stampers out there are like sticker phobic, but don't worry, it's okay. Just because you're using a sticker doesn't mean you're not creative. You got this. So I'm going to add just a little piece of that and a little piece of that, and then flip that over and we're going to trim around. So I'm going to take my scissors, my Mini Snips, always by my side, and just trim off that extra sticker. And you can even use the rest of that big one on your next insert card. So there, now I've got this cute little background with the little stickers on the edge. I'm going to go ahead and take my craft pick and just poke 2 little holes. So you can see here I just poked 2 little holes on top, and you just want to make sure that it is on the right spot so your earrings aren't hanging off the bottom. So like, don't do it from the middle, you want to go from the top. So I am going to go here, just a tiny little hole, and I'm going to go here, there, and there. So now I've got a place for my earrings. Grab your earrings, lay the one in there, and the one in there. And then you could even put a little tape on the back if you want to secure them. Or I think they're fine just like this, because then they could take them out and pop them on. Now your earrings are ready to go. And now I'm going to take my awesome smooth precision pen, and we are going to take our For You and create our little tag. So on the top of the tag, I am going to use my craft pick again, and I'm going to poke 2 little holes just like that. Actually, I'm going to make them a little bit bigger because I'm going to have to thread the string through. And I'm going to use my smooth precision pen now to just add a little bit of adhesive. I'm going to do my glue dots, dot, 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 dot. That's what I meant by glue dots. I'm going to make my own glue dots. Just go over that. And then I'm also going to let that sit for a second because I want it to go tacky. I find it sticks better with things like this when it's a little tackier. Okay, so you're gonna make sure your holes are nice and big if you're gonna use the larger one. So it's easy to get your crochet thread through. Now with this one, I'm gonna use my red crochet thread, not the yellow, but it's fun because you can use all 3 colors. You have plenty to make your earrings. All right, there we go. Grab that. Push that through the other side. I was just getting it a little wet to make it easier to go through. All right, and now I want a good amount so I could wrap it around and tie it. If you want to make a lot of earrings, I would save your red then and use the gold or the orange. So now this is ready to go, and I'm gonna take my For You and I'm gonna do a little layering. Now once again, this is just a suggestion if you want to use a different color or you want to use a different paper for this. That would be really fun. I love to see all your guys' different ideas. So get crafty, go crazy. All right, so now I'm gonna take my precision pen again, add some adhesive. And I'm not doing to the ends because this is going to be hanging over. You can add some stickers if you want. You can make another tassel. I'm gonna adhere that right there. This was still wet and not tacky, so I'm gonna apply a little pressure to it, and then that will dry nicely. Had it a little crooked, there we go. So my tag is done. I'm gonna take my earrings, place them inside my box, fold those 2 over, that guy over. Now if you have a little piece of tape to hold it down while you're tying it, you can do that. I, of course, didn't put my tape by me, so I have a little Tear-ific tape. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna use that. But I would just use a little piece of clear tape right here just to hold your box in place while you're attaching your tag. So now I'm going to take my For You tag, just like that, and wrap around. You can go several times, you can just go a couple times, and then I'm going to do a double knot, and you're good to go. You've got an adorable little gift box now with your cute handmade tassel earrings to give to a friend. I hope you enjoyed this. Please comment below. Next up is our really fun shine banner. And voila! Whoop, whoop. Share, 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 have fun. All right, last project of this kit. We are gonna be making these awesome banners. So to get started, I'm gonna give you all of the cutting instructions, and then we're gonna go into creating our really fun tassels and pom-poms. And then we are gonna be using the brand new Shimmer powder, and you get 3 in your kit. And those are gonna be a lot of fun to use if you've never used those before. So first, what I'm gonna do for my banners, now I am using the 2 for T background, but there are tons of beautiful papers in this kit, so if you want to mix it up, go for it. I'm also going to be using the sticker sheet, and I use the word shine. You get 1 sticker sheet. There's also home. This is the one I'm going to use for the one now. Blessed is on here as well. And then obviously you can use whatever letters you want to create something else using one of your word dies or one of your alphabet dies. So to get started, you are going to, like I said, I'm going to be using the word home. So with that in mind, I'm going to make 4 of everything. So I'm going to take my white cardstock and I'm going to trim 4 pieces of my white cardstock to 4 by 6. Now I am using my little mini guillotine here, which I really love. It's a great little tabletop cutter, but obviously you can use whatever paper cutter you've got going for you, but this is a must-have. Okay, so I cut my white cardstock to 4 by 6. This is going to be the base for my large banner here. And very simple way to create that banner look is I've got a 4 by 6, and then I'm just going to go ahead and draw a little pencil mark where it's right in the middle, which is 2 inches. And then the really cool feature about this paper cutter is I can lock the top and I can still move the bottom around. So I am basically taking that center cut all the way to one of my top edges. And then I'm going to repeat with my other side. So now I'm going to take my top edge to the bottom and trim it. And this goes really fast. They don't have to be perfect. It's a banner. So once you complete your 4 of these, you're going to set those aside and you are going to create the inside cut. So this size from your T for 2 is a 3 by 5. So once again, I am going to go to the center and I'm going to flip it over so my pencil mark's on the back. And this is a 3 by 5, so I want to do a little pencil mark at the 1.5 mark to create my banner. And then again, I'm going to lift up my little paper cutter and I'm going to do the center cut to the top edge. And same on the other side, center cut to the top edge. And there we go. Now I have my large background and my center T for 2 pattern paper. And you're going to go ahead and do the same thing for your smaller one. Now the sizes here for your white cardstock are 2 by 3 inches. And then go ahead and create that banner cut. And I will do one for you because I don't have one pre-cut. So again, 2 inches, so the half mark is 1 inch. And like so. And then do the same on the other side. There's nothing more exciting than watching somebody use their paper cutter. It's so therapeutic. Okay, so you're going to want to create 6 of these or more, however many you want to do. Now, with your scraps from your T for 2 banner, that is when I created, so if you want to be super savvy, you can use these pieces to create your banners for your small ones. If you just want to go ahead and cut them, you're going to use a 1.5 by 2.5 to get your inside banner piece. Okay, now that all of that is cut out, the other thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take your circle die cut, and this is circle number 8 and circle number 9, and go ahead and cut as many of those out as you need. So for shine, I did 5. So I did 5 circle number 8s and 5 circle number 9. So those are going to be for the inside layering of your banner. And here is where I come up with circle 8 and circle 9. Largest is number 1, all the way down to the smallest, which is 10. So here is 8 and 9. The two closest, you know what I mean. Okay, now that your cutting is complete, we are going to be making our tassels. I'm going to put my paper cutter aside. There we go. And now we are going to be making our tassels. Put those guys aside. And our pom-pom. Now, this is a very special tool called a craft fork. You may have one. This is mine. You can see the edges are burnt, so this hangs out in my craft room for when I need to have a fork handy. And I'm going to be showing you how to make these adorable little pom-poms. And I'm going to speed it up so you don't have to watch me go over and over again. But basically, it's pretty similar to making your tassels. You are going to take your craft fork or your kitchen fork, or our little secret. And you're gonna start forward and you're gonna go around 50 times. So you could use the orange or the yellow. These are thinner crochet threads than the original one with the earring. So I'm gonna go around 50 times. I'm not that handed. There we go. Okay, so once you've got 50, and this is how I count. I know I sped it up so you can hear me. So one count is all the way around. So this is 1. So that is actually 50. So once you got your 50, trim your edge, and then I'm gonna bunch these together, just like that. I got a weird one where I wasn't paying attention. Okay, and now I'm gonna take like 12 inches of my my crochet thread, and I am going to tie it through the center prong of my craft fork. And I'm going to double tie. I'm going to do tie number 1, and then I'm going to pull it off. So you've got tie number 1 there. Then I'm going to peel that off, and then I'm going to do a double tie. So 1, tight, 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 and 2. And you can make all sorts of colors. These are really fun and easy to make, and you saw how quick that went. So now I'm just gonna make sure I don't trim these guys, because this is how I'm gonna attach it to my banner. But you simply trim your edges, trim your loops, and go and snip all around. Make sure all your loops are gone. You're gonna kind of make it into a little koosh ball. Remember the koosh balls? Trim those little hangers. And then how I make my pom-poms flat is I just simply now take the 2 ends and I squish them like that. And now you've got your little pom-pom. So set that aside because we'll use that for our banner. And now I'm going to show you how I made the large tassel. And I am going to quickly show you. So you've got your tassel maker tool, very important. Same way how we made the earrings, we are just going to use the larger side. So I am going to start here, and we're going around 20 times. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, once you've done 20 of those, trim it, and then you're gonna cut another piece. I am simply going to take 2 little pieces of my crochet thread, peel that off my tassel maker. I am going to loop that in and around, and I am just going to do a light little double knot up here, so that will be my hanger. 1 and 2. So I just tied it around my thumb, and now I have that is going to be my little hanger. So now I'm just going to pull that tight and take my other piece, and this is about 12 inches. There we go. Separate those. And then this is going to wrap around to create my tassel. And just like when creating the earrings, you can go around once and do a little loose tie, and then position your tassel. So just like that. And then you can make a larger tassel hook on top or smaller. So I'm going to do that. And then I'm just going to wrap around a couple more times and then double tie it. So that kind of just helps you hold it in place. And now I'm going to do my double tie. 1 and 2. And then these little extra pieces are going to go to being part of my tassel. And then the last step here is to just trim all of your loops. Trim this guy, wrap your hook inside so you can't see it, and now you have a fantastic little tassel for the ends of your banners. So we've made the pom-poms, we have made the banners. Now what I did here to add this little sticker embellishment was I took my sticker sheet, and this is fun because you can just pretty much hang any of these. So I chose the feathers, but you can hang some of the flowers on it. Oh, the hand. You can even hang your little camel. Okay. Now, so right now I have a sticky sticker, and basically I want it to not be so sticky. So you can use flour, you can use baby powder. I am just going to use my little static free bag and pounce it. Since I already pounced my other ones, I've got a little bit of the powder on my awesome coffee filter. So I just went ahead and dipped it in there, and now this isn't sticky anymore. So that's a great way to use your sticker embellishments if you don't want to use them as a sticker. Or if you want to pop them up on your page by adding a dimensional adhesive on the back, you could do that. So then after I did that, I just wrapped my twine. Not my twine. Why do I keep calling it twine? I just wrapped my crochet thread and just tied it on the edge here. So double wrap and then tied it together, and then I was able to hang it on my pom-pom. Okay, they're all the fun little trinkets that we are going to be doing to add excitement to our banner. Okay, so now we are clearing our space and getting ready for, I'm going to show you how to use your beautiful shimmer powders. Now these are powdered watercolor, so absolutely gorgeous. And I went ahead and pre-mixed them on my palette. Now a trick with that is I poured the water into the palette first and then opened up the powder and poured the powder out. So therefore, when you pour your water in, it doesn't push the powder around. And then I just went ahead and mixed those. So right now you just simply have solid red, the Catherine wheel, the solar flare, and the Atlantis burst. So just mixed with water. And these are so shimmery. Look at how beautiful that beautiful shimmer is. I just love it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do one of these guys, and then you get to go crazy and do the rest however you like. So I just went ahead and dipped in, and I love that I wet my brush first. This is just a big, and I am just going to go ahead, and you can make it darker if you like. You can even watercolor your paper first and then cut it out. And then what I did is I wanted these to curl so they have that banner look. So I went ahead and let them just dry by sitting flat on my little craft mat here. So make sure you go deep enough so when you put your thing over, when it's dry, you don't see the white spots. Now I am going to just add a little bit more color so it's a little darker. So all I'm going to do is just sprinkle, and you just want to tap. You don't want to push. If you push, it will. So what I do is I tap, tap, tap to get that color on, and then tap it down if some of the color gets clogged. So tap with my fingernail and then tap it down. I just wanted to add a little bit more of that rich dark color. So see how that really darkened that up? All right, and then go ahead and let that dry. And it dries nice and shimmery too. So to do the ombre look that I did for the other one, so on my banner, as you can see in the picture in the beginning, the two are dark red on the edges, and then the two are like an ombre, and then there's a yellow in the center. All right, so I am just simply going to grab some of that. So pretty. And then just grab a little red. And that's how I created that ombre look. It's so pretty. The possibilities are endless, everybody. Really cool technique. And you're going to be covering up a lot of this. So where you might see blotchiness, you're not going to really see it. You're just going to see about a 1/4 of an inch on the end. So let that dry. Okay, so to speed up the dry time, I used my heat gun. And while I was heating it, I kind of curved it forward so they would have this super wrinkly, like actual paper material, and be a little bit more dimensional when hanging on the wall. I also took my solar flare and went ahead and painted the inside of my number 8 circle, the larger circle of your 2 circles. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to grab my sticker sheet. And since I already did the shine banner, I'm going to make my home banner. So I'm going to take the H to get started. And I am going to stick that on my smaller circle, just like that. Peel off. I stuck a little piece of dimensional tape on the back. Center that on my dried watercolored circle. Peel off my, well, we'll let that sit for a sec. Not that it needs to dry, but we'll now assemble these guys. So what you're gonna do is I added my Tear-ific tape. You're gonna measure out how large you want your banner to be. And I found a little trick with sticking your thread in there. So I've got these guys pulled off, and I'm gonna layer it. So I'm gonna do that. It does help if it stays. Stay. And then go ahead and secure it, just like that. And like all of my banners, none of them are perfect. Some of them are to the left, some of them are to the right, some of them are a little over on one side than the other. It's okay. It's a banner. It's hanging from the wall or the door. Wherever it is, it's gonna look awesome. So don't beat yourself up about being too perfect. And then I'm just gonna go ahead, center my words. And then when I hung it on the wall, I just hung my little tassel from the end, and my banner is complete. Now on the smaller one, same thing. I'm going to take another piece of my banner, of my crochet thread, and I've got my Tear-ific tape on the back. Lay my crochet thread across the top of my banner. And you could even actually, let's do this, because that will make it easier to adhere. Gosh, I love when we come up with tricks while filming. Okay, then when I go ahead and stick that, it's not going to give me so much trouble. Sit that on your banner, and voila. So I did 6 of them, and then I just went ahead and tied my pom-poms to my not so sticky feathers and hung those in between. So thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to join our multi-craft project club. All you need to do is go to sparkleandsprinkle.net and go and search multi-project kit club member. Thanks so much, you guys. Have a fantastic week. Bye-bye.